Hey everyone, it's Charles, Liquor CEO. December, what is it? December 6th, 2022. Um, just wanted to come on here and put a little fresh content out for you guys today. Uh, Talk about one thing predominantly. This is the time of year when a lot of folks are researching their ideas. They have another cocktail they want to create, a canned cocktail they want to produce. They have a liquor they want to make, a brand they want to create. This is the time of year when a lot of people have the time to sit down and research it. And I know this because I'm getting a lot of email inquiries via our website, 40-80spirits.com. A lot of folks are reaching out, setting up appointments, wanting to talk about it. And so I'm seeing a lot of similarities in the conversations. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to come here and actually give a little bit of insight ahead of time proactively for those of you who may be thinking about marching down this road. So if you're looking to do something for 2023 and beyond in the liquor space and you're interested in researching it and reaching out, stick around. This video is for you. As they say, a little bit of housekeeping. It's a lot of fun for me to sit down and make these videos. It really helps me organize my thoughts and to stay in that entrepreneurial mind. So if you're finding value and usefulness in these videos, please subscribe to the channel. Like the video, and if you feel inclined, go ahead and comment, ask me questions. I usually do reach out, or you could go to my website, 40-80spirits.com or liquor.ceo on Instagram. I usually finally get to those messages when I have time. Somebody else helps me check them, but I could actually help you get some guidance there. So I do appreciate that. The support of the channel helps me keep it fresh and good for you guys. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So you're actually thinking about getting into the liquor space in the future, and you're taking the time now in December to research it. You have downtime. Let's talk a little bit about the macros. Your timeline is to launch in 2024 at this point. The simple reason is that it's going to take several months to get your product through formulation, through development, through the brand development, the story, the voice, everything that we need to do to get from A to Z, from concept to market, should take 10 to 12 months. That's going to put you right at the ideal time, actually, because January of 2024, which, believe it or not, it's only 12, 13 months away, is the time when you want to be ready to hit it, because starting in late January, February of 24, actually January, February, every year, that's when distributors really start to look at what's in their book that they need to get rid of, when they open up their book to the new next best thing that's coming out. So that's your wheelhouse for actually getting out there and presenting your product. So we also know this because, March, April, that's when the trade shows for like WSWA, when all the wholesalers meet, discuss, and, they really are looking to find the next best thing and to reestablish relationships, rekindle relationships and develop new ones. So this is a great time because you have a great amount of time to actually do things. It gives you plenty of time to really see things through. You're not rushed. So I think this is a good time. So that's one thing. The timing could be great. What's very important, though, is when you are developing a brand right now, remember, we create brands. Brands consist of a story, an image, a voice, a message with a product. A lot of folks I'm seeing are calling us are really kind of product heavy. And that's not bad because, number one, any product, the actual product, the liquid, has to be amazing, has to be good. If you can bolt on something to that, the story of what's unique and different about your product, and marry that up with the story, the image, the voice, the tone, the look, the packaging, that's impeccable. I think that's when you identify the opportunities in the marketplace, the voids, if you will, for which there is a demand, but there is no supply. You become the supply. Now, these are not going to be things that are going to be, wow, it's earth-shattering. There's this. You're looking for a sliver, and then you take and you maximize that sliver, which is actually an opportunity. You maximize your efficacy in that sliver opportunity, and you go ahead and take the biggest step forward in that space as you can. That's going to be through some of the things that we get through later on down the road with how you activate, how you communicate, how you actually advertise and market and promote your brand. But with an eye on that, is how you build today, which is you know what you're going to do as the story comes alive and you start to build the brand story, the tone, the voice, the packaging. You start to look at it. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I like to make sure that everything matches from A to Z. So as we get through as you march through your brand development, you need to be doing feasibility along the way. Feasibility with respect to where you want to sit at retail, your price point, with a control on where your cost cap needs to be so that when it works its way through wholesaler, retailer tiers, you're able to make that happen financially. What I don't want you to do is set something up that I want it to be $19.99 on the shelf, and when you march it backwards and you realize what your actual costs are, you're a bit out of kilter and you're not really in those margin goals that you set for yourself from the beginning. So keep an eye on that. I do have a video out there which talks a little bit about pricing and things like that, but I wanted to just kind of allude to it. I'll try to link it, one of these two spaces up here. So one of the messed up things when you have your phone turned backwards and who knows what goes on. So there's that. So that's where you really need to be. Think long and hard about the category that you want to be in too. If you want to be a canned cocktail, spirits-based, malt beverage-based, wine-based, what is it there that you want to think through that? Do you want to be a dedicated spirit? Do you want to be a liqueur? Do you want to be a flavored spirit? What's unique about your offering? Be ready to think those things. Because no matter who you talk to, we are going to initially want to look at a download. We want to just basically open up your head and look in there and basically get as clear of a picture of what it is you're trying to do so that we can understand and help you. So, but again, this is your idea and your concept. We're here to just kind of help you mold it and get it across the finish line and put a lot of organization, industry expertise, workflow, marry on all the other parts to help you get it there. But you need to do that initial work before you reach out. I would like you to do that. I'm happy to talk to anybody, anytime. Several people have talked to me and have reached out, and we have hour-long conversations about it, and that's fair. I am a brand owner. I own a tequila, vodka, and a rum. Number one, I've helped RTDs. I've helped other spirits. I've helped liqueurs. That's great. I enjoy this space. So I have some good direction that I can impart on you. And we can talk a lot about things and you know how it's going to go. The first thing we will talk about is there's 3 phases to any project. A, is your entity set up the right way between you and your partners, your capital resources? Are you aligned the right way? Second thing is we go through the analysis with you and we determine what, if any, licenses you may or may not need. In order to get this across the finish line in terms of housing your own warehouse, moving your own warehouse, etc. And there are pros and cons to having a license versus not having a license. And then C is the actual, which runs concurrent to the first two, which is the actual brand and product development, which takes a lot of time and it needs to be very well organized because it can run awry very quickly. So that's where we need to be with that. But if you're looking to go into 2023 and beyond with your own spirit, take the time to really understand your category, research it, identify your specific lane that you want to be in, and tell me or tell whoever you're going to talk to why you. You have 1 minute to tell me why your product is the ideal product to fill this void that you're telling me exists. Identify the void, which is the demand. Tell me why there's no supply and what supply you will be. I think that will lend clarity amongst all things that need to be said to getting any project with any advisor, or even if you do this yourself, along the way. So that's my little handy tip for how to get ready and prep up for 2023 and beyond. I will do a couple of more videos here shortly. I would like to do one on, I'm getting a lot of questions on licensing. So I'll probably do another video on licenses, go a little bit more in depth. And I will probably refresh the video on capital requirements. That's there. I tend to not do videos with regards to what's hot, what's not, because I think anything can be hot, as long as you do it a unique way. Like a lot of you have talked to me, I'm very bearish on vodka. It's just vodka. If you've got something really cool and unique and different in that vodka space, I think there could be an opportunity for you. So I would certainly explore it. So do the homework, identify your category, your spirit, what it is you want to do. Tell me why your product. Don't just tell me because it's good. Why? What's the story? What's the opportunity? Tell me why it's not being, tell me the demand and tell me why your supply will meet that demand. I think that's the tip for the day. Anyway, as always, please like, subscribe, follow, notify, all that good stuff. And more importantly, if you have any questions, reach out. Go to www.40-80spirits.com. Contact us, send me a form, or on the homepage there's a Calendly link. Just go ahead and set up a time to reach out to me there. Happy to talk to you and set this up. But do take the time to watch some of the other videos, especially the one about the capital requirements. I'm going to freshen it up, but that's still valid because I want you to go into this with your eyes wide open. It is not cheap to get into this space. Sorry. And I want you to understand why I'm saying that. It's not cheap. And I want you to know that because if you go into this with not 80% of what you need, I think your risks of loss are incrementally higher. You need to have the right tools to do this job. And if you do not have enough of the tools, if I run out of nails doing a roofing job, the integrity of the roof is called into question. Same thing here. If you don't have enough bullets in the gun to fight this war, we're going to have a problem. So in terms of seeing it through and being successful as the end goal. So I will get into all of that at some point. But thank you for listening. Thanks for watching. Reach out anytime. Happy to talk to you. And cheers to 2023. Happy holidays to everyone.